Hey everybody, how's it going? We are on June 19th already, 2017, so we're going to do our weekly tarot forecast for June 19th to June 25th. And to get your guidance, your personal guidance, you will want to pick A, B, or C if you didn't already today. A lot of people already did, but if you didn't, go ahead and pick A, B, or C, and you're going to get your own guidance for the week. How is everybody doing this week? All right, we got a C. I noticed we had a lot of B's today. I figured that was B for Brandy. Just kidding. Hey Ashley, hey Tiffany, good to see you. All right, I'm gonna shuffle up these cards a little bit. Hi Angela. Hello everyone. Just so you guys know, I do wear glasses. So I can't see very well unless I lean in and like look to see what you're saying. Hey Scott. All right, so I'm just shuffling up some cards. Pick A, B, or C if you're just popping on, and you're gonna get your guidance for the week. We have the summer solstice coming up, you guys, this week on Wednesday. Today's the 19th on Monday, so Wednesday is the summer solstice, and that is our first day of Cancer. So I'm a Cancer. My birthday is coming up in a couple of weeks. Actually, it's a week or two, something like that. July 1st, whenever that is. I know the summer solstice, but I don't know my birthday. But anyways, yeah. So I will be 40. Woohoo! The big 40. So for my birthday, I got myself a present. And it's a spiritual tattoo. It's still healing. I got it the other night, Saturday night. But, yeah, I don't know if you can really see it here on Facebook. It's an atom with the six-pointed star, which is the heart chakra. So the heart chakra is symbolized by the six-pointed star. You have the fire male element, and you have the water or cup or female element within that. And the atom has always been to me like as above, so below. God is within all of us. It's all energy. Everything's energy. We're all connected. And so the solar system is an atom. We're the atoms. Everything's atoms. Everything's made of atoms, right? And I've read a lot of old spiritual books on the atom. So Dion Fortune, one of my favorite books ever, The Cosmic Doctrine, she talks about the atom and about how you do oracle work and just everything and how it's tied into the atom. And everything has to do with the electromagnetic field. And to me, that is this, visually symbolic of our electromagnetic field. So you have the electrons spinning around the protons, and then you have the neutrons, which is the neutral God energy. So all of that is very spiritual, very, Alice Bailey. If any of you don't know Alice Bailey, look up Alice Bailey. She wrote The Consciousness of the Atom, which is just a beautiful book. I've been listening to it on audio on YouTube, because you can do that now. And it's just fantastic. And she has an autobiography. Well, it's part autobiography, but it's more of a biography of her. About 30 minutes on Alice Bailey. And also look up Dion Fortune. If you're into the metaphysics, if you're into the consciousness of the atom and how everything is fractals, right? Cosmic fractals. And you're into the whole chakra system and everything, then you will definitely want to look that stuff up. That's what I love to study just for fun all the time. Like if I'm, trying to go to sleep at night, I'll be listening to that. If I'm driving down the road, I'll be listening to that kind of thing. I listen to a lot of spiritual teachers, old stuff, new stuff. Yeah. I love Cometics. If any of you are into the ancient Cometics. Hey, Morgan. Oh, hey, Sherry. Thank you. Thank you so much. Yeah, not 40 yet. I'm still saying I'm 39. I have another week or two before I'll be 40. All right, so you ready? Let's see what we got for the energies this week, guys. A's. Let's see what our A's got for the week. I'm feeling something right here. Woo! Here's the A's. This is your first card, your first energy of the week. Now let's see what kind of advice you need for my A's. Ooh, right there. Okay. Makes sense. All right. And for my bees, are you ready? We had a lot of bees. So let's see what you got going on. Something right here. Oh my. Oh, there's my bees. And for the advice for my bees, feeling something right here. Okay. For my C's, I saw a couple of you pick C just a few minutes ago. Oh, okay. Choices. All right. C advice, C advice, C advice. Uh-huh. 4. All right. So we only got one major arcana card for the week. Interesting. And that goes to our A's. You know, I'm trying to decide, debating on getting rid of this couch. I'm moving. I'm in the process of moving right now. Hey, Dina. And I'm in the process of trying to decide what to get rid of and what to keep. And I don't really want to keep much. I love this old 1969 couch, but it's squeaky. It's squeaking as I move on it. And I'm like, maybe I should get rid of it. I don't know. Hello. All right. A's, are you ready? Yeah, you can still pick, choose your letter. A, B, or C. All right, so for my 8 of Pentacles, my A's, doing great, thank you. All right, we got the 8 of Pentacles. So the 8 of Pentacles is representative of practice and discipline. Now this card, you can see he's sitting on a bench, and a bench is something that provides stability, right? And also thinking and thought and building. Now, this right here, the 8 of Pentacles, you can see they're all the same, and he's working on them, right? And in the back, we have the houses and buildings and everything. This is a card of building. So for my A's, you're building something this week. And so this first card symbolizes what you have going on, what the focus of the energies are. And so this week, your focus, your energies are all focused on this practice, this building, right? And I know we've had a little bit of a theme for some of you this past couple of months where you're working on something. And this, I guess, for those of you that are working on something, here we go, our A's, you're building something. So this week your focus should be very much about building, and it is very much about building and practicing whatever this might be. Maybe you're in school, maybe you're building a new relationship, maybe you're building yourself and a new business, or maybe you're just building yourself so that you can be prepared for something that you want in life, right? So this is the focus of your energies this week. It's very much on building something, moving forward, practicing, doing something, and having discipline with it. All right? So that's the A energy. Now, for my A's, you also get an advice card. Your advice card is the beautiful High Priestess, one of my favorite cards. I absolutely love the High Priestess, because when the High Priestess speaks to you, she speaks to you of going beyond the physical realm. She says she's the one, she's the Isis, she's the I don't really know how to say the name, Persephone or something, right? She's the one that goes to the underworld, right? She goes into the underworld and comes back out renewed. So this is all about you going into the underworld and being more intuitive. This is about you actually tapping into that channeling ability. So my A's, you know, whatever you're building this week, this focus, the advice is to channel. This is the card of channeling. This is the card of getting in touch with the other side, not just listening to yourself and quieting your mind, but getting in touch with spirit on the other side. Okay? Hey Debbie, hey Alice. So this is saying to you that chose A, that this week should be focused on this Neptunian energy that we have going on in this summer solstice renewal, on going into channeling. So if you're not channeling enough, Spirit's trying to say something to you. They're trying to give you some guidance. They want you to listen to them. And if you're not listening to them, you need to learn how. You need to be practicing, right? Practicing, the card of practice. Yes, you can still pick. We're on A, and you can always watch the replay. So yes, this is the card of channeling. If you ever dream of black and white, or sun and moons, or mirrors, you are a natural born channel. You have the gift of channeling. Now, anyone can develop the gift, But if you are gifted and it's more easy for you, have that frequency for channeling and it was gifted to you, you'll just naturally do it, right? But if you don't have the natural just gift that just happens, then you can develop this ability through meditation work, through tantric meditation work. That is how I ended up taking mine to a whole new level, is through tantric meditation. And so I used to dream of suns and moons and all of that stuff. I still do every once in a while. But this is saying to you, this is a card of fate. This is a card of your divine purpose. This is a card of channeling spirit on the other side. This is the card of really getting in touch with the angels. So if you are an A, you really, really need to work on that this week, because this is the week of practice and building and intuition for you. So love and light to you, my A's. You have some very good spirit work to do this week. That's wonderful. All right, so let's go on to our B's. Oh, cool. You dream of her every day. Oh, you froze, Tiffany? Just, you might want to turn it off and turn it back on. Aw. Oh, yeah. Space and traveling dreams. Yes, I've always had those dreams. Yeah, and that's the channeling, and also that you've probably reincarnated from another, place into the earth. A lot of earth angels have come from many other places to help this very low vibration area, as we know. Right, and here we have the 7 of Cups for our B's. So if you are a B, right, you have the 7 of Cups this week. Now the 7 of Cups is a little bit of a darker card. All right, now what this is saying is that your focus is on choices. And some of these choices are not the best choices for you right now. Okay, so even though you have a lot of options, you need to be careful this week, because it looks like you could be tempted to do some things that aren't very good for you, aren't very good for your spirit. All right, so for my B's, that Neptunian energy is getting to you in a not so good way. All right, instead of being so focused on practice this week, you're a little bit more focused on temptations. You're a little bit more focused on escapism. This is a card of escapism, right? Being tempted by drugs and alcohol and escaping, or maybe even just music and having a good time. But just be careful when you do that. You don't want to go overboard, because it lowers your vibration and weakens your etheric field. And when it weakens your etheric field, things can attach to you and other people's energies can get into you. And you don't want that as an empath. I know light workers are typically empaths. So you need to be careful with these Neptunian energies, because Neptunian energies are all about the escape, right? You can really start drinking kind of a little heavier than you should. And you could be smoking more weed than you should, and you're not really as focused on things as you should, okay? So this is a card of temptation. This is a card of choices and options, but just be careful. This is your warning for the week, okay? Now for my B's, your advice card. This is your advice card. This is the Lord of, I want to say the Lord of Valor, 7 Wands, okay? Now, 7 of Wands. Oh, hey, yeah, I'm still on the B's. So the Lord of Valor is all about taking the high ground. And this is perfect advice for those of you that are under the Neptunian influence of escapism right now. Right? This is saying take the high ground. Focus on what is going to be best for you. And when the temptation comes, this is the card of fighting it off. Right? You see this card where he is standing on the high ground and all of these wands are beneath him, right? And he's fighting them off. He's standing across a stream. We had this card last week, actually. He's standing across the stream. And now these cards, they have the underlying same symbols, but in different readings, they can mean different things, agreeably, right? They have layers in them, right? And so what I channel, what I get from them that week is your advice for the week, and it might be a little bit different from last week. So what this is saying is those Neptunian influences, you need to hold your high ground, and you need to tap into the spiritual energy. The stream is the stream of consciousness from the other side, right? And as you tap into your higher self and you tap into spirit, right, through this spiritual energy, and you take this high ground on the mountains of truth, you can then fight off those temptations of jumping into deep escapism in the Neptunian energies right now. We're in Neptune retrograde. Yeah. Yes. Ruled by Neptune. Yes. And, you know, Neptune is very influential right now. There are many aspects going on right now, and they're very, very heavy for many people. Not in the way that we had a few months ago, but this is more of like almost an erratic type of energy that makes people kind of want to run inwards and escape, right? And so that Neptunian energy is really affecting my bees right now. This is kind of like, do I want to go party, or do I want to smoke weed, or do I want to just meditate, or what do I want to do that's going to help me and make me feel better, and all these crazy, crazy energies, right? And so this is saying take the high ground, right? Tap into that stream of consciousness, use your better judgment, and just take the high ground this week, right? Don't get yourself stuck down into that low frequency, party all the time, or whatever it might be that's sucking you down into it. The depression and things that underlie this card, right? Because depressions and anxiety is what causes you to want to escape. And remember what I said before about, you know, depression comes from thinking about the past, and anxiety comes about thinking about the future. So try to stay present. And meditation helps you to stay present. Yes, everything changes. The only thing constant in life is change. So somebody just asked me, you know, this has been a rough year, will it ever get better? And yes, things always go up and down, up and down. And yes, things have been very heavy for many people for quite some time. There's been a lot of crazy, crazy aspects over the past year. It's been a good year of these crazy aspects. And, you know, the thing is, by the end of this year, things should be a little lighter, you know. But that's the thing in life, is you're always going to have ups and downs. It's the only thing constant in life is change. So, okay, let's take a look at our C's. You ready, C's? I know I had quite a few C's on here. Yeah, I just want to hide from everything, Elizabeth. Yes, that is the energies right now. That is the Neptunian or things that are going on with the erratic energies right now. There are a lot of erratic energies, and so my bees are really feeling it, almost like you're getting pelted with something, right? So for my C's, you're in the process of making a decision. You're trying to weigh something out. So my C's are in the process of decision making right now. Big decisions coming your way this week. And, you know, this card is a card of trying to balance out your emotions and trying to balance things out with your decisions. And I know I'm sitting a little funny tonight, aren't I? I'm sitting funny because this is not healed up, and so I can't, like, put it down and touch myself with it because, you know, it's all scabby and crazy looking right now, and it's kind of irritated. So I'm, like, keeping my arm up. I'm, like, sleeping at night with my arm out like this because it's, like, I don't want it to rub anything or get infected or anything. So, so for my C's, you're in the process of a decision. And when you have decision making going on, yeah, new tattoo. Yep. You actually have a lot of emotional stuff going on because when we make a decision, it's coming from the emotional center. The emotional center pushes us one way or another. It says, hey, you need to make a decision, and it'll make your mind go, you know? The emotions just go, something's wrong here, right? You feel something, and then your mind starts trying to figure out, hey, what's the problem here? Let's make a solution for it, right? So it comes from the in and it goes out, right? Hello there, Tanya. So this is the energies of the week for my C's, is you're trying to balance something out. You're trying to make a decision. You're trying to balance out your emotions and your energies. This is a time of focusing on balance this week. This is a time of focusing on what is the best decision for me right now. You have a big decision to make, so what's the best decision? Well, the advice card that you got is the Four of Pentacles, right? Now, the Four of Pentacles is saying either stay put, right, or create some more stability before you make the decision. This is a card of mud, right? This is a card of kind of just sticking down into something, okay? So you see how he's standing on, you have 4. You have 4 and you have pentacles. So 4 is a very, very stable, very, very grounded number. It's like, think of a box or a square, right? A box just kind of sits there, you know? And then you have the pentacles, which is physical manifestation. And physical manifestation is dirt and earth and, you know, anything physical and solid. So this card is saying that, you know, you're trying to balance right now. You're trying to make big decisions. And what it's saying is you need stability first. You can't make the right decision without first sticking yourself down into the physical reality, grounding yourself. This is a card of grounding. And so if you're trying to make a decision, you're trying to balance yourself out, either it's saying to stay put, if that's your decision, if you're trying to decide, hey, should I come or should I go? It's saying you should stay. Now, if that's not the case, it's not a come or go type of situation, and you're just feeling like, oh my goodness, right? This is saying you need to ground yourself. And there's lots of ways you can ground yourself. If you're ever feeling up in the air, there's so many different things you can do to ground yourself. First of all, there's some really great crystals that you can use to help stabilize yourself. A lot of people like to do grid work with crystals. If you're not into the crystals, though, you can do some meditation work like I do. And when you do the meditation work, though, what I recommend you do is put your hand on your chest, your heart chakra, and put your other hand down here on the second chakra, right? And you're going to breathe in very slowly, an ocean breath, so it's, and then breathe out. This will help to ground you. Because my C's, you need some grounding. I think everybody might need some grounding this week. So just breathe in and breathe out. Something I used to do back when I did a lot of energy work on people was after I would do the energy work, I would feel very up in the air, because when you do energy work on people, you kind of you feel a little out of body almost, right? So what you can do if you feel like that is you can go to a sink and you turn the water on. And when you turn the water on, you grab the actual faucet. And when you grab the faucet and the water's flowing through it, it grounds you. It's a grounding technique. And it works really, really good. Oh, hey there. Hey, Alice. Hey, Jane. So that's a couple of grounding techniques. One of my favorite grounding techniques is to really just do breath work. So you can do the breath work like this. It helps ground. But if you do like breath of fire, breath of arousal, where you go, that's going to get you out of body. That's going to make you expand. That's not really grounding, right? You want to do more slow breath work. So it's more, right, the slow breathing. You can even do squared breathing where you count in 8, hold 4, count out 8. Right? Do I believe in demons? Believe in demons. I believe there are demons. Yes. Those are distorted energies that have gone deeper and deeper into darkness. Yes. Even human being energies can turn into demon energies. So that's a little bit about grounding, and that's what it's telling my C's, is that you need to ground. B's, you need to take the high ground, make better decisions this week. And A's, you need to tap in and channel spirit. So those are your 3, if you're looking for a little advice, those are my 3 different advice cards for you. Trying to think of a way to put that. So any spiritual questions, any questions? We have the summer solstice this week. I do want to invite all of you to join in with the cosmic, I forget what they're called. They call themselves the CIA, but they're the cosmic something. It's an association. And I shared it, I think I shared it on Vibe Tribe. If I didn't already, I know I was planning on it today. But everybody's going to do this thing on Wednesday, on the summer solstice, where it's going to be a healing, light worker, universal thing, right? Where everybody is going to imagine and meditate on this blue, peaceful energy and expand it out into the universe. And so everybody that is in the Lightworker community is invited to do this to help heal the world and to raise the vibration. And the summer solstice is a wonderful time to do this. Cancer energy, which is, we're going into Sun Cancer on the summer solstice, of course. And that is the energy of healing and nurturing, the Mother Nature, Gaia. It's the energy of Gaia. Yeah, so since I'm needing to take the high ground, should I focus on a certain chakra more than others this week? Hi, Christina. Taking the high ground. Well, just clearing your chakras would be very healing for making better decisions, right? So if you're feeling a lot of anxiety and escape type of energy and you need to take the high ground, then I would suggest clearing your chakras and moving your chakras. So when you move those energies, it makes you feel better, right? Because when they get stagnant, it's when you feel depressed and anxious usually. Hey there. So daily, I do my daily chakra work where I clear them and I move them as much as possible. There are days that I skip because I'm just busy and I get up and I'm like, oh crap, I have to go to this appointment and all of this. And sometimes I even do it in the evening if that happens. So try to do it as often as possible, especially this week with these energies. Because again, we just went into Neptune retrograde. We're hitting the summer solstice, which is this nurturing light worker energy happening. This is all about healing. This is all about nurturing. And so this is a great time to do healing work. So if everybody could join us on Wednesday, that would be awesome. I'm going to be doing it myself. I'll send out the invite on Vibe Tribe for all of you that are in my Vibe Tribe Facebook community. And I'll also probably try to post it on the Brandy Joy TV page on Facebook as well. So that way, for those of you that are not in my community, you can see it as well. I'll try to get it there. Sometimes I have a hard time with Facebook trying to get it from my personal profile out to my page. Thank you, Tiffany. It's great to have you on, Tiffany. Awesome, you guys. So join us on Wednesday for the light worker work. And you know that I will be on Wednesday night at 10 p.m. Eastern, as always. Yep. I'm very Neptunian in my natal chart. Does this make my bee work any different? No, it's probably just more intense, I would imagine. You know, because we have so much Neptunian energy right now, a lot of people are just wanting to escape, you know, and so if you have a lot of Neptunian energy, you might just be feeling it a little stronger than most people, unless they also have that strong Neptunian energy. A lot of Pisces feel this, a lot of people with like Pluto in the 12th house, anything that's very Neptunian, which has to do with Pisces and Neptune, right? They're very watery, so much more watery that Kaipacha actually calls them, I believe it's is it outer space or is that Aquarius? I think it's outer space. Yeah. Anyways, he always says that Aquarius and Pisces are not air and water. They're, outer space. And I think the other one, Aquarius, is like etheric. I can't remember. Astral energy maybe is Pisces. I can't remember. But yeah, they're more intense than the other signs. Okay, so Jane says, is it just about grounding the energy now as it feels a little soul fragmented at the moment? Yeah, Tiffany, yeah, I do those sometimes actually. So grounding the energy, yes, because the energy is very erratic right now. So it does feel very fragmented. Some people, especially light workers, empaths, are having a hard time feeling like they're together because it's like your energies are just kind of going everywhere. You know, it's a very erratic energy. Everything's kind of merging and mixing with this Neptunian stuff. And so, yeah, grounding is very important. So any type of grounding that you can do, whether it's meditation work, whether it's using crystals and crystal grids, or maybe you can even just get a massage or do some exercise, get some sunlight. Anything that has to do with Mother Earth will help you ground. So if you go outside and you walk around and maybe barefoot and go out into the grass or the dirt, and walk around outside, that can help you ground as well. That's very grounding. So anything grounding is going to be great. Drink a lot of water. Anything that has to do with nature, Gaia energy, Cancerian energy, which is the mother nurturing Mother Earth nature energy, right? So anything like that, anything that you can do. Many times we use salt when we do ritual that symbolizes the grounding earth nature. You know, you might want to use some ritual, do some ritual salt, something like that. In fact, the thing that I'm going to share with you has all the different elements that you'll be, you know, using, like candle for fire, salt for the earth, you know. Oh yeah, Jane, me too. I know. And I'm feeling it myself. So I really need to ground myself as well. I need to get out into nature. That's one of my plans this week. Although I have a very busy schedule right now. I'm just insanely busy. It's hard for me to really even fit anything else into my schedule this week. So it's been really crazy. But I would love to get out myself. And we have some beautiful springs and trails and stuff around here in Florida and the beach. But unfortunately, there's a lot of mosquitoes right now, too, that are kind of getting everybody. So, yeah. Good questions, everybody. Anytime you have questions on here, I love to hear from you. And you're welcome to post questions on my Facebook page, or you can message them to me, and I can even address them during the live broadcast. Or you could put them in Vibe Tribe community if you're in there. And we all kind of chime in together as light workers in Vibe Tribe community, and we help each other out and give each other advice. Sometimes I don't have to say much because all of my friends on there just start jumping on it. It's great. I'm like, yes, go light workers. Hi, Suzanne. Good to see you. Hi, Meredith. Good to see you, honey. How's your doggies? Meredith is a pit bull trainer. Oh, she gives all the doggies so much love. I see the pictures of her. I have a little pit bull myself, and she's the sweetest. All right, everybody. Any last questions before I let you go? Anything else before I let you go for your Summer Solstice Wednesday? And I'll see you Wednesday night, of course, but anything else? Anything else? Okay. All right. All right, everybody. Love and light to you. Thank you so much for joining me tonight. Namaste. So much love to all of you. Love and light. Thank you, Jane. Thank you. Oh, nice seeing you too. Good to see you. It's been a while. I'm glad you joined. Okay, cool, Meredith. Yeah, I went over everything already, so yeah. Thanks, Tiffany. Thank you for inviting me into your group. That's really cool. Okay. Thanks for joining. I'll see you guys later. Sometimes I like to give it a minute or two because I know that sometimes you guys type stuff and then I don't actually see it because Facebook, it takes it a few minutes to actually pop up. So, all right. Love and light. See you guys next time.